the schedule is so daunting and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
We've seen it already this season. MP has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And I don't expect him to hold anything back tonight. With the success they've had in these tough games lately, he's going to go all out to keep building that momentum.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Corey Kispert is out there with Cowboy. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the pace.
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
Cowboy passes to Bey. Here's Cowboy. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 6 points.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
Here's Cowboy, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Good, nice job down low. Cowboy's got his second basket. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Launches a 3. And it's Cowboy with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bagley, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. From past the arc, Curry can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Here's Green after the made shot from Cowboy. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Wizards. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
Right now, for the Wizards, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
And here is Curry following Kyle Kuzma's 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Warriors trail by 6. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So for the Wizards, stars checked in for Marvin Bagley. Koulibaly comes in for Saddiq Bey. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Kispert. Healed with it. Last game we saw him score 13. Curry trying to break free. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Andrew Wiggins came into this league as such a special talent. It's so great to see all of that blossoming this far into his career.
And he's good on the second. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Cowboy. 7 points in the game. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. .133 left in the first quarter. Warriors trail by 7. Curry way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Goes back up. And yet the weigh-in is good that time from Cowboys. Cowboys got 11.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Here's Cowboy. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. From deep three-point land. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Wiggins. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, if you play that far off of Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
And Curry pulls it down. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Green comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. There's the triple. Rebound, Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game Man, they just got smoked on the boards.
And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
So the Wizards.
Thank you.
It's 5 right now. Baldwin out there with Kispert. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Cowboy. And it's Brogdon in at the 2 spot. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He dropped in 38 points, and he did most of that damage in 2 places, at the foul line and behind the arc. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Nice ball movement by Washington. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Warriors trail by 13. Kuminga down low. Defended by Bagley. Kuminga, no good. With the drive, Kispert wide open. He fires. Again, the Wizards score.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Cowboy. He's got 17. Lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Corey Kispert for 3. Kispert's got 10 points. Here's Fultz. And it's Cowboy with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And he gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Green. Fields checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Stephen Curry in for Markelle Fultz. Then for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma comes in for Marvin Bagley. Bays subbed in for Baldwin. Hield outside.
Hello. Hello.
Wiggins kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Hield. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Kuzma. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And that's a learned skill from Kuzma. Not all forwards can get rid of it like that.
Curry way outside. Misses the 3. Washington leading now by 18. Into the lane. He gets that one. Cowboys got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Healed from outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. Things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Kuzma outside. Bay passes to Cowboy. Kuzma sets a screen. Pass to Song. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Then for the...
We're going to have to do a salad.
And so it's Washington with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's set, and it's really that.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Wizards.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.